Hello students, so welcome back to another video where we will be taking up very interesting questions of organic chemistry specifically, and we'll be taking up questions of inorganic and physical chemistry in the course as well. And we are starting with a series of videos now for especially JEE 2026 and 27 aspirants who are going to sit for the JEE Advanced examination, and we are going to cover questions that are expected to come up in these type of examinations. So let's begin with today's first question. So the first question for today's video is a question that is based on mixed reactions from a few chapters, and this is a question from Pearson's Advanced Organic Chemistry book, but focus on the question for now and go fundamentally, go stepwise, go according to the concepts that has been taught in your class, and you'll be able to solve this question. Pause the video, give it a try, and then we'll proceed with the solution. Now, to proceed with the solution, the first reaction occurs with this reagent, which is CH2PHPH, or rather CH2PHPH, and it has two phenyl groups on one carbon, and as a result of which the hydrogens on this carbons becomes slightly more acidic than a normal carbon hydrogen bond, and as a result of which when reacted with a strong base like NaH, it protonates and it releases H2 gas and leads to the formation of carbon ion like this. So this is a product X, and we can say it has an ionic bond with Na plus. This in the second step is reacted with an allylic bromide, so this carbon ion attacks on the pi star, and this in turn kicks out the bromine, which is a leaving group. So this type of an attack is known as SN2- attack, and this attack leads to the formation of something like this. There are three carbons, so there are three carbons and the double bond shifted. So this is the product in the second step. Third step, so this is Y, and this was initially our X, and Y then is reacted with MCPBA, so we form a epoxy bond, and this epoxy group is further reacted with amine, which is this, and this nitrogen lone pair attacks on the epoxy group via SN2 mechanism, and as a result of which the opening of the ring takes place from the least hindered side. Now the least hindered side in this case is simply this one, so the addition or the SN2 attack takes place and it leads to the formation of something like this after hydrolysis. And please note that in the last step the hydrolysis has been not been given perfectly, but we are considering that hydrolysis has been done, so we are forming OH in the final product. So this is our final product, and this is the product that is required. So let's proceed with the next question of today's video. So the next question that we're taking up is a question from the recently conducted Aldehyde tests, and this is a paragraph question consisting of two paragraphs which are follow-up of a given stem, and I'm putting up these questions on the screen. Pause the video, give it a try, and then we'll proceed with the solution. So the question says that we have a compound P, which is C9H10, and this compound gives benzaldehyde on reductive ozonolysis, accompanied by an aliphatic aldehyde, and the aliphatic aldehyde in turn gives positive iodoform test. Now as there are three carbons except the benzene ring, so the initial compound P has to be this. So the aliphatic aldehyde is basically CH3CHO or acetaldehyde, which gives a positive iodoform test, and we get benzaldehyde. So this is our compound P. Now we are to answer the following questions. Now the first question says that what is the total number of major products formed through the most stable carbocation when P is reacted with HBr in CCl4. So this compound is reacted with HBr in CCl4 medium, so normal Markovnikov addition takes place, and as a result of which the most stable carbocation formed in the process is this. So this is the carbocation that is formed, and this, when reacts with the Br minus, gives the compound this, and as this is a chiral center, so we get two products considering stereoisomers. Now to proceed with the second part, it says that P is undergoing a series of reactions, the first step of which is reaction with S2 in platinum catalyst, and one equivalent is specifically mentioned, so we are only going to react this double bond. So we get this product, substrate A, say, and this A is further reacted with something like this in AlCl3, so we get acylation at the para position, because this is an alkyl group, it is ortho-para directing, and para is the least hindered position, so para would be the major product, and we are only taking the major products in the process. So let's take the para product, and we get something like this. We get O minus AlCl3 plus, and this will further undergo hydrolysis, we consider, so we make it OH. And in a lot of questions you'll see that the hydrolysis is not specifically mentioned, but we consider it anyways, and in some cases it might be an exception, but here we consider it. And in the third step, it is reacted, this compound is reacted, this, let's say B, is reacted with H3PO4, and it is heated. So the OH group here accepts a proton, and the electron from the benzene ring, it attacks here, kicking out the H2O. So H2O leaves, and a ring is formed like this. And in the last step, we get Wolff-Kishner reduction, that is N2H4 KOH heat, and they should have mentioned ethylene glycol as well, but we consider it here, so we get the compound Q, which is this. Now the question asks for the degree of unsaturation of this product Q, so we get the degree of unsaturation of the benzene ring is 4, and another ring, so we get a total answer of 5. So these were the two questions that we discussed today, and do join in every day at 8 a.m. I'll be posting regular now. Every day 8 a.m. we'll be getting a video where you'll be solving one or two questions at least, sometimes mostly of organic, sometimes of inorganic and physical. And for the last 2 weeks I was extremely busy and was so occupied that I couldn't upload any videos, but we are going to be regular now, and do tune in every day, subscribe the channel, and turn on the bell and the notification button, so that every day, every morning at 8 a.m. whenever the video is uploaded, you get the notification first, and you build this habit of solving at least 2 or 3 good questions every day. Keep learning.